What is up, guys? It's your boy, your birthday boy, Rick Kakis, and today we have a brand new Xur Location and Inventory review for the weekend of April 21st to the 24th, my birthday, and so let's get started. Now, first things first, Xur is going to be located in the Watcher's Grave on Nessus. Alright, let's take a look at what he has. Firstly, the Wardcliff Coil, very interesting rocket, pick it up if you haven't. On some bosses, it just does like a bajillion damage. Then we've got the Bombardiers, not a bad exotic here, and not a terrible roll with mobility, recovery, discipline being featured. Then we've got an insurmountable Skull Fort, can make some very fun arc melee builds, a ton of strength, 65 overall. We've got the Ophidian aspects here, and yeah, Ophidians are, I think, like one of the most used, they might be the most used PvP exotic for Warlocks, so definitely if you don't have them, pick them up. And this is not a terrible roll here with resilience and strength being featured. And then moving on from there, let's take a look at the weaponry. So, we do have a Chroma Rush here after the auto rifle buff. These things are looking pretty good. Moving target and Adrenaline Junkie though, not exactly sure. Kind of trying to be both a PvP and a PvE role. Nature of the Beast with Hipfire Dragonfly, no thank you. Surplus Frenzy, Brass Attacks, no thank you. Lead from Gold, Adaptive Munitions, Nezrak's Whisper. Adaptive Munitions used to be really good, but with the changes to shield types in Destiny 2 with this season, not quite so much. Threat Detector Incandescent Aikilos, actually not bad. Like, a threat detector on a shotgun is really going to help the reload speed, and goodness knows Incandescent is a very good perk. So this might be not a bad pickup if you're like a new player. And then, ooh, a Bump in the Night with Chill Clip, which is kind of like the Gotti, but you definitely want Demolition in this location right here. And you want the extra impact damage as well, so And then Thresh and Counterattack. Not really a fan of that. I don't know what's going on there. Let's check the weapons in the back. Oh. Well, we do have a Killing Wind Hawkman. And this is definitely a pretty good perk for hand cannons here. Obviously, increasing the range is really going to matter quite a bit. Fluted Barrel, though, with the handling speed and stability, it's certainly not terrible, but it's also not super amazing. Let's check the Dead Man's Tail. Snapshot sights, I'm not a huge fan of because you're not aiming down sights often. Full bore here. It's really going to improve the range and accurized rounds. Like, if you want a Dead Man's Tail with the maximum range, this is the maximum range roll pretty much, other than snapshot sights. So, you know, there's that factor going for it. Otherwise, not really. Now, here's the question. Here's the question, guys. Legendary armor. Last week, it was glitched. Below 50. Everything was below 55. The week before, Bungie had fixed it. Everything was above 55. The week before, it was glitched again. Like, it's going back and forth between glitched and fixed. Let's see what it is this week. Okay, 64, that's a very good sign here. Unfortunately, way too much mobility and for a Titan here. Then we've got 61, again, way too much mobility. Then we've got 62, again, way too much mobility. Bungie, what are you doing? This is actually pretty good. A very spiky. A straight 20 spike in resilience, which is absolutely what the Titan wants, and then 23 spike in strength. Overall, I would rather have that 23 spike in even recovery, discipline. Pretty much, I'm not a huge strength guy, but if you are making a melee build, you can pick up these legs, pick up the Skull Fort, and that's already like 50 darn strength right there. You know what I mean? You're halfway through your melee build already. So that could be definitely something you're looking at. In any event, let's move to the Warlock. Alright, for the Warlock, let's see these gauntlets, 66, very great number, but not really spiky where you want it to be, too much mobility, that's unfortunate. 61 here, a little bit too much. Bungie loves pumping the mobility on the Xur rolls, I swear. Bro. Is this like the same exact roll? The recovery is different. Wow, okay, Bungie. Come on, what are you doing here? Let's get some good armor here. Yes, not great. Not like 66 again is great, but just not spiky where you want to be. 59, little on the low side. Let's check the Hunter, but keep in mind, guys, because we have a class-specific sword, it's actually going to change for each class. So on the Warlock here, it's actually Relentless Strikes plus Flash Counter. This is actually a pretty good pickup here, because Flash Counter, you block, it's going to weaken. It's like you shot them with a tractor cannon. Then you go in with the Relentless Strikes, you're getting ammo back for attacking that target. Can actually be quite a good little combo here, so consider picking this up for the Warlock. Now let's check the Hunter. Alright, for the Hunter, let's check these gauntlets. Okay, 64. Unfortunately, though, finally a class that wants mobility. Now you're giving me no mobility here. This would have been fantastic on the other two classes. It's still pretty decent here, but definitely not at its best. Then with this, okay, 64 is pretty impressive. Massive resilience spike. This would be fantastic on a Titan, for example. Here on the Hunter, again, is still pretty good, but not at its best. 62. Okay, Bungie, what? This has got to be on purpose. Like, this has got to be like a troll. Like, all of the Hunter rolls have no mobility, and every other... Okay, anyways, this is not a bad pickup either. 62, you know, resilience, recovery, intellect being featured. And lastly, 59, So, like, these two are, like, again, pretty good. If you've got other pieces for your Hunter that have a ton of mobility, you can definitely consider picking these two up. In any event, guys, that is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this... Oh, wait. Thresh and On Guard... No. Okay, that is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed, found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.